A revolution is not a bed of roses. A revolution is a struggle to the death between the future and the past. A true revolutionary is guided by great feelings of love. At the risk of seeming ridiculous, let me say that the true revolutionary is guided by a great feeling of love. It is impossible to think of a genuine revolutionary lacking this quality. Better to die standing than to live on your knees. Don't talk to me about naval tradition. It's nothing but rum, sodomy, and the lash. Dreaming together is perhaps the greatest achievement. We can aspire to, but it is an achievement that we can build in reality. Everyday people straighten up the hair. Why not the heart? Every person has the truth in his heart, no matter how complicated his circumstances, no matter how others look at him from the outside, and no matter how deep or shallow. The truth dwells in his heart. Once his heart is pieced with a crystal needle, the truth will gush forth like a geyser. I knew that. The moment the great governing spirit strikes the blow to divide all humanity into just two opposing factions, I would be on the side of the common people. I knew that when the great guiding spirit cleaves humanity into two antagonistic halves, I would be with the people. I would rather die standing up to live on my knees. It is not necessary to wait until all conditions for making a revolution exist. The insurrection can create them. Let the world change you, and you can change the world. Live your life not celebrating victories, but overcoming defeats. Live your life not celebrating victories, but overcoming defeats. Let the world change you, and you can change the world. Man really attains the state of complete humanity when he produces, without being compelled by physical necessity, out of sheer love of creation. Our every action is a battle cry against imperialism, and a battle hymn for the people's unity against the great enemy of mankind, the United States of America. Silence is argument carried out by other means. The revolution is made by the people, not by a handful of adventurers. You cannot create a revolution with white gloves. The revolution is not an apple that falls when it is ripe. You have to make it fall. Every day that passes without the masses rising up in an orderly and collective way against the oligarchs is a day lost. It is a day that strengthens our enemies and weakens us. It is a day of delay. We are not in the least afraid of ruins. We are going to inherit the earth. There is not the slightest doubt about that. The bourgeoisie might blast and ruin its own world. Before it leaves the stage of history, we carry a new world here. In our hearts, that world is growing in this minute. We cannot be sure of having something to live for unless we are willing to die for it. We must carry the war into every corner. The enemy happens to carry it to his home, to his centers of entertainment, a total war. We must strive every day so that this love of living humanity will be transformed into actual deeds, into acts that serve as examples, as a moving force. Above all, try always to be able to feel deeply any injustice committed against anyone. In any part of the world, it is the most beautiful quality of a revolutionary. Don't be afraid of sacrifices, because there is no victory without it. Don't be afraid of sacrifice. There are a great many kinds of death. I am not a liberator. Liberators do not exist. The people liberate themselves. We must carry the war into every corner the enemy happens to carry it. To his home, to his centers of entertainment, a total war. I don't care if I fall as long as someone else picks up my gun and keeps on shooting. I don't care who it is or how popular the person may be. If he opposes the revolution, he should be eliminated. If you tremble with indignation at every injustice, then you are a comrade of mine. The true revolutionary is guided by great feelings of love. Many will call me an adventurer, and that I am, only one of a different sort. One of those who risks his skin to prove his platitudes. Many will call me an adventurer, and that I am, only one of a different sort, one who risks his skin to prove his truths. But what truths? Certainly not those that are being sold to the public at this time. The revolution is not an apple that falls when it is ripe. You have to make it fall. The revolutionary is guided by great feelings of love. It is impossible to think of a genuine revolutionary lacking this quality. The spirit of the people, the great masses, will take you and embrace you. If it does not, it is not genuine, it is spurious. Only the people can liberate the people. The struggle is a difficult process. We advance shaking our wounds. From the first skirmishes to the final battles, we do not cease to learn. This is the duty of a revolutionary, to make the revolution. It is our duty to make the revolution, and the duty of the people to defend the revolution. If you have the capacity to tremble with indignation every time that an injustice is committed in the world, then we are comrades. Solidarity is the tenderness of the people. A revolution is not a bed of roses. A revolution is a struggle to the death between the future and the past. The life of a single human being is worth 1,000,000 times more than all the property of the richest man on earth. The true revolutionary is guided by a great feeling of love, love of humanity, love of justice, love of liberty, love of dignity, love of the rights of the people. To accomplish much you must first lose everything. The walls of the educational system must come down. Education should not be a privilege, so the children of those who have money can study. It should be a right, and we must be prepared to make it so. The first duty of a revolutionary is to be educated. In this society, a university education is not a right, but a privilege. The true revolutionary is guided by a great feeling of love. It is impossible to think of a genuine revolutionary lacking this quality. We must strive every day so that this love of living humanity will be transformed into actual deeds, into acts that serve as examples, as a moving force,